Listen, listen. Your business must be cheesy. Okay, I'm Brian Pombo. Welcome back to the Orange Office. This is Brian J. Pombo Live, brought to you by BrianJPombo.com. Today, we're going to discuss a very important topic that it's a secret. It's one of these things that is not talked about often enough. I know you hear me say that all the time, but this is one of those things that if you can grasp this, you'll change your business and therefore will change your life if you can wrap your mind around this concept. It's not one I made up. Once again, this is not an original idea. This particular one is from Dean Jackson, who I've spoken about before. A real estate mogul and marketing guru, you could say. This is a concept that he puts out all the time through his materials. You can find them and it's free out there. Go and check it out. I don't get paid by Dean or anything of that sort, but you can. He has a podcast. He has a podcast called More Cheese, Less Whiskers, and we're going to talk about that today. I have with me the Dollar Tree whiteboard, bought from the on this side of the country. We call them Dollar Trees. It's a dollar store. Okay, now follow along. Okay, if you can get this, like I said, it's going to be huge for you. You've got a mouse. Okay, this is no corporate brand or anything like that, so don't get that out of your mind. It's just a mouse. Let me fix it a little bit here. Make it look like a real mouse. There. Real mouse, as realistic as I can get. Okay, you've got a mouse. What are mice attracted to? I mean, just straight off the top of your head, what are mice attracted to? They're attracted. If you answered this, then you answered correctly. They're attracted to cheese. This is cheese. Okay. What are they repelled by? And I want you to think like a cartoon. I don't want you to think like of actual mice or depending on what type of mice. What are they actually repelled by? I have no idea. But the cartoons tell me mice are repelled by cats. Cats. Mice love cheese. Mice hate cats. What's this have to do with business? Your customer, I want you to think about this. Your customer, your client, your potential customer or client is a mouse. Okay? You need to provide them more cheese and less whiskers. What's whiskers? It's if a mouse gets a scent, a slightest scent of cheese, it will float through the air toward the cheese, right? It will do everything it can. It will go through mazes to get to that piece of cheese. It will risk life and limb in a mousetrap. It will do anything for a delicious piece of cheese. If it gets the slightest hint of a whisker of a cat, it's gone in the opposite direction. Nothing repels it more than a cat. Nothing attracts it more than cheese. So how's this fitting into your business? Most of the time, most of the things that we're providing out there for our potential customer, potential client, is whiskers. We're giving them the scent of the salesman, of person wanting something from us. We've got neediness. Even if you're putting out commercials, if you're putting out advertising. Why does advertising not work long term is because people get blind to it. They just start ignoring it. They start running away from it. They come up with nasty names like spam for it and everything else. Anything they can do to get away from the concept of someone who wants something from them. And we're all the same way. You're the same way, I'm the same way. We do everything we can to stay away from the person that wants something, that is trying to get us to buy something, trying to separate us from our money. That's what the cat is. That's what the whiskers are. What you have to do is provide cheese. What does the mouse want? All mice are different. In this case, in this scenario, when we're talking customers, all customers are different. You have to think about your ideal customer. And what does your ideal customer want? I'll give you an example. My ideal customer currently, I refer to them more as clients because they're less as customers. It's an ongoing client relationship that I have with my clients. And they're in the self-reliance field. They're a business owner. They have an already successful business, meaning they're not a startup. They have a business that's been going and they're successful. They're looking to take it to the next level. They're looking for someone to come along to help them through that process. That is my ideal mouse. What's the best cheese for them? I'll tell you what isn't cheese for them. I'll tell you what's Whiskers. Is me trying to sell them something. Me trying to sell them a package deal. Me trying to sell them, get them on the phone, put ads in front of them. It doesn't work out as well as cheese. If they're trying to promote their business, if they're trying to get things out there, if they're looking outside the box, which is the type of person that I'm looking for, then they're going to look for interview opportunities. They're going to look for every chance they can to promote. So here's where the podcast that I came up with that we talked about yesterday, Off the Grid Biz podcast. You could find it at offthegridbiz.com. If you go to offthegridbiz.com, you'll hear all the interviews I've already done. Many of those people are ideal clients for me. It doesn't necessarily mean that I'll ever go through the process with them, but I have a piece of cheese called an interview. And I'm just giving away the farm right here. I'm telling you exactly what my marketing plan is. I'm not going to tell you all of it, really, but I'm giving you a big piece of it. And I'll tell them straight out that this is a way for me to be able to, if nothing else, learn more about the marketplace, learn more about the mice and how they think. You think this is degrading? What's degrading is when you don't realize that everyone out there has something they want. Your job is to get them what they want. Not what they need, what they want. They want the cheese. Help them to get the cheese. You can then help them to get what they need along the process, but they're not going to listen to you if you're giving off Whiskers. If you're trying to push your ideas on them, that's Whiskers. You need more cheese. Your business needs to be more cheesy. We're going to dig into this over time, but my podcast is a great example of cheese for the right type of mouse. For the type of mouse that I'm looking for the clients I'm looking for the relationships, the people I'm looking to work with long term, even if they never become clients. And I've met some amazing people offering this little piece of cheese. They may not ever become clients, but they help me to learn more about the marketplace. They lead the way to building my business and helping me to meet more people and get integrated into the niche that we're currently looking in. Included in that is the fact that I'm offering cheese to a whole bunch of people that are going to be speaking and presenting and doing all types of things at the Mother Earth News Fair in Albany, Oregon. If you're interested in that type of realm of self-reliance, go over there and check it out. If you are a business owner who happen to be in the self-reliance field, go to dreambizchat.com. You can also find the link in the description, either below or above, depending on where you're watching this. Go to dreambizchat.com, watch the video, tell me what you think, and fill out the application if you think it applies to you. That's all we got for today. Tomorrow, more great stuff. We'll see you then.